Hey friends, in this video I'm going to show you how I transformed my daughter's closet with just sponges and paint. That's right, it only cost me $11 to do so let me show you how I did it. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how you can transform your closet into something fun. Wallpaper is all the rage right now, but it can get very tedious and very expensive. And what I'm going to show you is a technique that only cost me $11 and anyone can do it. Better yet, you can do it in an afternoon. It's not going to take you a long time to get this look. So let's get started. You're going to need a sponge, scissors, and paint. I went with this eggshell color called Retro Pink by Bear. I highly encourage you to practice some different patterns before you actually go to the wall. I tried a herringbone print and I tried these stripes that were horizontal and vertical to create a unique pattern. However, after doing so, I realized I wanted to do something a little bit more unique. I found this other sponge that I had laying around and created a rainbow print that I absolutely loved and knew that that was the direction I wanted to go. Okay, so this is what her closet looks like completely cleared out. We did update this closet to paint the inside. The shelves are white now and the walls are gray. We also added brand new carpet to her closet and bedroom. We still have to add trim here. But what I wanted to show you was how we taped this wall so that we can get the stencil pattern at an even spacing. So that's a top tip if you're a little worried that your stencil isn't going to be uniform. Definitely use tape to help you out, but we're ready to get started, so let's do it. I started by gently pressing this sponge into the wall. I didn't want to oversaturate the pattern or make it squishy. I really wanted to show off that texture. You'll also notice that I staggered the pattern instead of going directly in a horizontal line with the rainbow. That way it's a little bit more abstract and whimsical, but I highly encourage you to practice on a piece of paper first. So instead of using the pan to dip my sponge in, what I'm actually doing is taking this artist brush and I'm painting the paint on. So just wanted to show you, I just take paint from the cup and I actually paint it on like this. And I put a decent amount on there, but I don't want to overload my sponge because if you overload it, it's going to look splotchy and you're not going to get like the depth of the sponge look, which I actually want for this project. So instead of dipping my sponge, you don't really want to soak it. This kind of just gives me more control as to how much paint I'm putting on the sponge, and then I'm lightly pressing into the wall. I'm using a very gentle and light pressure and also rocking back and forth the sponge into the wall to make sure that it's a clear print, but I don't want to press too hard to oversaturate the print. So far, so good. I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. So I wanted to show you that I am repeating every other spot. So this row or column, when I go to that column, I'm just copying where the placement of the rainbow is so that they match. So A and C are matching and B and D are matching. By this time, I was really getting in a groove and I could really follow the pattern that I was creating and seeing it come to life. I worked around the shelves and creating patterns where I could, but if a shelf was in the way, I just went ahead and skipped that pattern and went to the next row. One thing I'm really happy about is using this tape as a guideline for each column. It really helped me stay on track and make sure that the pattern was consistent on every single wall. corners got a little tricky, and as you can see here, I slowed down a little bit to make sure that I'm on track with the pattern that I was creating. When putting the pattern onto the wall, you really don't need much pressure at all. You just gently push the shape onto the wall and it'll leave this beautiful textured print. Painting really is the best way to transform any room on a budget. It doesn't cost much money, and there are so many different techniques from beginner to advanced. So if you want to get started on transforming a room, your best bet is just to start with a can of paint. And don't be too concerned about the color that you choose, because you can always change the color. My advice to you on this project is just to take your time before you actually press the print onto the wall to make sure that you're matching up the right column with the other column. I definitely caught myself pausing and making sure it was exactly where I wanted to push the print, because you don't want to have to go back and cover it with the original paint. If you're not already following me on Instagram, head over there and follow me at Flip to Farmhouse. There I get to hang out with you guys and connect with you, and you get to see what I'm up to in my daily life, as well as some behind the scene looks to my projects. Hooray, I made it to the end and we're all finished, but there was just something a little extra I wanted to add. I took this leftover chalked paint in white and decided to add some clouds to the print. Here's what I showed on my Instagram.
What I decided to do is take some white paint and the inner part of my rainbow that I cut out. I'm actually going to be using that as a cloud print to add on just a few of the rainbows, just to give the fake wallpaper look a little bit more dimension and character.
Let's take a trip back down memory lane and remember what this closet looked like before. It was bare, gray and white, updated, but no character. Now we have a little fun and a little whimsy going in her closet. It's just the perfect color. I'm glad I added the little clouds for a little bit more character. Now when I go into her closet to grab her clothes or a book to read for the night, it's just a special room of its own when you walk in there.
Currently hiding in the closet before my little one fights me. She's with her dad right now, but I'm sure she's gonna find me soon. I also just want to take a moment and say how thankful I am that you guys are here and tuning in and watching our projects. It's been really fun learning and inspiring others to do the same, and I just want to say how grateful I am that you're here. And I'm also curious, would any of you guys actually try this project? Comment below and let me know if you would ever try a sponge wall technique and what room you would do it in. I'm so interested to hear if you guys would actually try a project like this or not. I hope this project inspired you to do a similar project, and if it does, make sure that you tag me on Instagram or find me and show me the completed project that you did. Sponge walls are so easy and so affordable to really transform a space and make it a little bit special. I'm so glad you stuck around to see the finished product. If you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. We're going to be renovating our living room next, and I'm so excited about it. It's going to be a huge undertaking and a big transformation. So make sure you're subscribed, and you can actually put on that little bell notification so that it notifies you every time I upload a video. Until the next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video.